Yesterday before I went to bed, I told God, I'm going to clock out of my problems. I'm tired of dealing with this burden, and I want you to clock in and I want you to handle it because I'm tired. I'm at the end of it, right? I laid down and took a nap. When I woke up from my nap, somebody called my phone. I was expecting a phone call, but I didn't know that the person was going to call from a different number, if that makes sense. So the number I was thinking they was going to call me from, they didn't call me from. So because I didn't recognize the number, I did not answer the phone call. They left a voicemail. You know how you can read the text script for the voicemail? So I was reading it and it says, "Hi, this is Jesus." Immediately, I started smiling. I'm like, bro, even though I knew that this was someone whose name was Jesus, but just reading it, it spelled Jesus, right? So you see, "Hi, this is Jesus. Please call back." And then it says 33. There was a couple of numbers that was missing. The person was trying to give the number to call back on, but it didn't fully record itself on the text script. So you see 33. Well, we all know Jesus was crucified at 33. And then further on in the voicemail, because he's given some information at the very end, you see "I am," and then you see also ... I am what? I am. Who is I am? Who is I am? Like, when I tell you I'm on top of the world, and guess, before I went to bed, I told God, I'm tired. I don't want this burden. I don't want to try to figure it out no more. I can't figure it out. I'm tired, so I'm going to hand this to you. You clock in and you figure it out. And he was telling me he wanted me to make a video about that topic specifically. Us clocking out of our problems and allowing him to clock in so he can work his miracle. But when I got that voicemail, I totally forgot about him telling me to make the video about us clocking out and him clocking in. I was solely focused on how he revealed himself to me. And like I said, I did not answer the phone because I was not expecting the person to call from any other number versus the number that I knew. But it was strategically planned that way, because had I would have answered the phone, I would have never got that voicemail. Now I have that voicemail forever. And on top of that, when I did call the representative back, when I tell you God worked his magic once again, the same problem that I had just told him about, I've been telling him about, but the same problem that I prayed about, and I told him, you know what, I'm giving this to you because I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of stressing about it. I'm tired of trying to figure out how I'm going to make it work. You do it. I'm going to clock out. You clock in. That same problem, when I tell you God, he blessed me in such a way, like I literally could cry. I could run down the street right now hollering. Like he blessed me in such a way, and it was in a way I did not expect. That's how he does. It was in a way I was not expecting. I was not expecting the longevity of the blessing. I honestly, if I really could tell y'all what I'm talking about, then it would make more sense. But I thought God was going to do something more short term and maybe something not as exaggerated, if that makes sense. But no, he always goes above and beyond to let it be known it was nobody but him. And that's all I can say. Like, God is so good. He is so, so, so good. And I'm going to testify every time, just like I come on here and I talk about the bad things that I go through sometimes and how I'm feeling sometimes. I'm also going to come on here and talk about the good Lord and how he is such a blessing to all of us. And your life is not always going to be perfect, but your life will be perfect with him. I hope that makes sense. My emotions is just all over the place. All I can say is, if whatever you're going through, clock out, allow God to clock in. I am going to probably do another video talking about that part specifically. But I just want to leave this right where it's at right now. And one thing I do want to mention, this kind of is off topic, but about 2 weeks ago, I posted a video saying, write a letter to God, right? The problem that I prayed about yesterday, when I told him I was going to clock out, was one of the problems that I wrote down in that letter, along with other things that I wanted him to do with my life. And I gave him a deadline. I was like, can you do this by the end of the year? December 31st, 2025. I wrote down 10 different bullet points, 10 different areas where I felt like I really needed help, and I put it out there on paper. my right hand to God, even though this is my left hand because I'm holding my phone with my right hand, but let's just pretend. My hand to the Lord. The some of the biggest issues that I already had, he's already solved. He's already came through. And one thing I can tell you is I pray for God to open the doors for me to get into the Creator Reward Program. Not because, not for, I mean, obviously it's for money, but I guess for me, it's like, I don't have any income. I cannot get employment. That's been a part of my history for a very long time, and I'm okay with that. God does not want me in a location specifically working. Okay, cool. Well, I still need income. And I put on paper, because I've been praying about being the Creators Reward Program for a long time, but I'm like, it's just not my time. Or maybe not my time at all. I don't create videos for income. I'm doing it for my purpose. But at the end of the day, our purpose will open doors for money. Our purpose will lead us. We will get paid to exist by walking in your purpose. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I asked for that. And not only did the Lord open those doors, I didn't even know I hit 10K. Right before I'm recording this video, I got a notification saying that you can now, you're now eligible to join a program. And when I clicked on it, it was saying the Creator Reward Program. I do not check views. I do not check followers. I don't get myself wrapped up into that because it can really play on your self-esteem. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful that everybody who has engaged, anybody that God has allowed my video to cross their page, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for anybody who watches my video, whether you engage or not, just to know that God's message is getting out there. However it's getting out there. I appreciate it. I thank you all. And all thanks and glory really goes to the Lord, because that's who this is for. That's who is getting all the honor and the glory. This is not for me. So I just thank God that he allows, he uses me as a vessel. That's all I'll say. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. So 2 things that I put on my letter 2 weeks ago, God has answered. He's came through. And God is good, y'all. Every day is not going to be perfect, but every day will be perfect with the Lord. And I'll catch y'all later. Have a blessed day.